Hey guys, Peyton Snakeback here again for another random crazy video for you guys today. Just today, I think read it this morning when I was at work, that they're releasing a brand new Friday the 13th complete movie collection on Blu-ray. And the point of this video is, since that's going to happen, I'm going to show the entire DVD and Blu-ray collection of Friday the 13th I own. Um, Meaning all the ones I've bought in the past years. However, I do have like the VHSs, but they're in storage. Plus, I don't have the boxes for any of them anyway, because I had them for years. But and I don't have any of the Laserdisc ones. So I'm gonna start off with like all the DVD releases that I owned, which I now give them to my mom because then I upgraded them to Blu-ray and all the Blu-ray releases that I own. And then later on, after that, I'm going to be talking about the new box set that's coming out. So first, I'm going to start off with these. Without further ado, let's get right on into the video. So of course, I'm going to talk about they're each in order of like each release that came out. Now, when it comes to the DVD ones, like the original movies, I don't have like the original, DVD sets, like the ones with the original artwork. Well, the first four came with the original artwork. I think 5 and 8, it was like different artwork. But but I do have all the deluxe editions on DVD. But this is the 4-movie collection that came out with parts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and of course, the first one is the uncut version, but there's really only like 10 seconds difference in that one. Of course, you got part 2 and part 3, which is the 3D version, and the original release that came out for number 3, it was only the 2D version, but you watch this in 3D or 2D, and part 4, the final chapters in here as well, each one of them. And it did come with the 3D glasses at the time when I bought it. And of course, each movie it's on its own individual case, and of course they're just like this. They're just all like in these like gray cases. But of course, the first one's the best one. All the Friday the 13th movies are fun to watch. I mean, the only ones I did not really care for, like I didn't really care for, Jason X. I mean, there was some cool stuff in it, but I just did not like that one. And which this one I don't really consider part of like the franchise. I consider it's like its own movie, which is Freddy versus Jason. I only watched that one a couple times. That one, and I saw that one like in theaters years ago as a kid. And that one wasn't the best. I mean, I only watched it a couple times. I don't know. But yeah, there's the 4-pack on DVD. Then I got Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning on DVD, and all these deluxe edition ones. Just to let you know, like the disc, it's like in the gray disc, like that Paramount does and Disney and DreamWorks does. Yeah, but here is Part 5 here. Okay, here is oh, by the way, this is the one right here that everyone hates. I mean, yeah, most people hate this one. I've always really liked it. I don't want to ruin why everyone hates it, but if you watch this movie, you kind of understand. And it's, in a sort of a way, understandable why people do hate it. I've always really liked it, the fourth one, which had some cool actors in it, like, Corey Feldman was in that one, Crispin Glover was in that one doing that stupid dance. But I've always really liked this one. I thought it was actually kind of cool in my opinion. And of course, here is Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. This is the one with the Tommy Jarvis character returned, but it's of course played by Tom Matthews. I think that's his real name in real life. I want to say. I know it's Tom, but I keep forgetting what his last name is. I do want to say it's Matthews. But yeah, here is Part 6. Um, that would be my bird if you guys hear him squawking. This one right here, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Um, you know what? I know, I'll talk about it in a little bit with the new set. But I know when these deluxe editions came out, people had problems with the way the new covers looked. To be honest, I honestly think this one is actually a better cut for Part 7. I think this one's actually a better cover than the original cover for number 7. I don't know, because I just like how his knife right here is like sort of has a, not exactly, but kind of looks in a sort of like a 3D look, if you know what I mean. I always got the cover for Part 1 as well, for the new deluxe edition as well. I mean, I think, and I do like the original artwork, because, as you guys could see, you guys haven't seen, I have my original poster right there for the original one. I do like that one as much as I like, but you'll see what it looks like in a minute for the deluxe edition version. Yeah, but that right there is the original of artwork right there. And here is, my mom hates this one. I've always liked it, but even though it wasn't really like Manhattan, but it's, Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. This is the one where supposedly he goes to New York, but the New York thing, it's not really until you had to wait at least 50 minutes before that part even happens. And I still liked it. I even liked it better when it took place on the ship. I don't know. There was just something about that ship part, like him going on, Jason taking out people on the boat and stuff. I thought that was actually kind of cool. I don't know. I liked it. I didn't have a problem with it. Like I said, these Friday the 13th ones, always were fun. I know there's mixed opinions about this one. You know what? I like it. It's stupid. It's cheesy. I know it's ridiculously dumb, but you know what? I love the gore. That's pretty much why I like this one. But Jason Goes to Hell, DVD. But yeah, but I always like this one. This one has the unrated version and R-rated versions. The unrated director's cut is a 3-minute, 3 minutes longer, and it's more gory, if you ask me, and a lot of more sex scenes in that one. Because I noticed, because the sex scenes in that movie, they were 2 minutes long. This one is Jason X, of course. This is the one I didn't really care for, but again, they're cool kills. Some stuff is neat. I'll admit to that. The only reason why I like this, and the only thing I really liked about this and Freddy vs. Jason is because there was some actors in it who did Goosebumps. The one guy, he gets his arm cut off or something, and he gets it replaced. That guy, I know he was in the Goosebumps episode. And that one girl, I forgot, because I only watched this one a couple times as well, because this and Freddy vs. Jason is my least favorite in the series. I forgot what that girl's character's name was in the movie, but yeah. Alright, so, and of course, we got the remake right here, which is technically the latest one in the series. I love the remake. I liked how they changed it around a little bit, It wasn't it was basically kind of remaking the first 4 movies. Yeah, but this is the one that Michael Bay did. I believe it was him, I want to say. Yeah, Michael Bay. Michael Bay did this one. Yeah, but that is that. So that is all the DVDs I own. And I did have it. I did have Friday vs. Jason on DVD, but it was in that Nightmare on Elm Street set, like the one, like the 4 film favorites thing that came out from a New Line, which they don't even release those anymore. I don't even think, because I haven't seen them come out in like a couple of years now. But that one's already sold. I didn't need that because I had that Freddy Krueger set. Now I'm gonna go on to the DVDs, or to the Blu-rays. So we got, here is the original. This is the other, picture. But this is the deluxe edition version of the first movie. But I like this cover right here just as much as the original poster artwork they did. Yeah, but this is the original standalone edition right here. But then here I had the standalone for part 2 here. Then this was back when I was starting to get all the Friday the 13th ones on Blu-ray. Now for a while, with the when that box set came out back in 2013, Paramount and Warner Brothers owned the rights to them. But in 2016, that box set that came out back in 2013 went out of print because I think it was like Warner Brothers lost the rights to them. And in 2015, they released some of these ones out, and they went out of print. But I was able to get some of these ones in FYE. But I have the part 3 and the final chapter double pack here. Let me just show you what the discs look like. Yep, I got those. And here's the back on that. Look at that. And I was able to get this one. Friday the 13th parts 5 and 6 double pack, which is just in its standalone thing. And I was not able to find parts 7 and 8 double pack. That one was what really just was haunting the hell out of me. I couldn't find that one. I couldn't find it anywhere on eBay. I couldn't even find it anywhere on Amazon. I just could not find the damn thing anywhere, But now, people are starting to find that one a little bit. But these double packs are out of print. But then my luck changed. When I was still looking on the search for it, it was announced that they were going to release all 8 movies in the set. And when I heard about it, I was so happy about that. Even though I bought like half of the movies on Blu-ray, I was like, oh, I gotta get all those out. And now I gotta switch to get this set, And I do like the set, though, But let me show you what it looks like. Here's like, there's part 1 right here, part 2, 3, 4. These are in blue disc. I guess for Blu-rays, now they do it in the blue disc. Parts 5, 6 right here, 7 and 8 right here. It didn't come with 3D glasses, so I got the 3. This is for I put 3D glasses in there for part 3. Oh, and by the way, I did have like a standalone release for part 3 for the deluxe edition on DVD, but I think it's in my yard sale box in storage, because I'm going to be selling that one now that I have bought that one like 5 times now. But yeah, but this one includes, it's from parts 1 all the way to Jason Takes Manhattan. Now this one I bought on a Blu-ray on eBay, and I'll put a link down below where you guys can get this one. Which you don't really have to get it now, and I'll explain that in a little bit. I'm about to explain about that set in a sec. But I also got this one that was from a company, I think it was called Team Blue. Jason Goes to Hell, but this is actually the unrated version on here. And there was some features on here which looked like they were ones like that were recorded on like YouTube and everything. In case you guys want to know what this looks like, just to let you know, it's actually bootlegish, so, but I was able to find it on eBay. And then I found this one on eBay. because at the time, when at the time when they released this, they released this in the box set. It only came with the theatrical edition. So, I couldn't find there was no standalone version for this one either. You also had to get, if in order to get it on Blu-ray, you had to get that box set. And I believe they released them in like double packs in like Germany or something. It was like region free, I believe. But this is Jason X. Here is the back right here. And there was no artwork when I bought this one, so I just wrote Jason X on there just for the hell of it. Just the back right there. But this one was also something I got on eBay. And again, this movie right here, I don't really consider it part of its, franchise, but I put it in there just for the hell of it. But here is the Freddy vs. Jason Blu-ray right here. And then, of course, here is the remake Blu-ray right here. And last but not least, and I know you're probably thinking, that's all the movies that came out, isn't it? Well, yes. But you could also watch this one on YouTube. This one was very limited, but I was able to get a copy of Never Hike Alone. And I did review about it in a video about the Blu-ray months ago. But this is from a company called Womp Stomp Films. This was very limited, so by now I think they're all sold out. And this is actually the third release of this movie. The third time that they released it limited editionally. Because I think the first two, I think the first release, it was like in a red case. And I think it had like a DVD copy of it as well. Here is the Blu-ray for that, and this little pamphlet thing that was in the case. And here, go right there. But yeah, and I'll put a link too where you guys can go to Womp Stomp Films, in case if they ever announce that they're going to release it for a fourth time, But really cool movie. I actually really enjoyed this. Tom Matthews is in this one playing Tommy Jarvis again, like a little quick cameo, which was actually kind of cool. And like I say, you can actually watch this one on YouTube. I'll put a link where you can find the video at as well. Now I'm going to talk about the new set that's coming out from Screen Factory. So, I have a feeling that this new set that's coming out, and it's coming out somewhere October. I don't remember when in October, but this is like a big-ass set. Now, I think the fans are going to be really happy with the set because and what's actually kind of cool, first of all, is each Blu-ray, but each movie, has its own disc. Like, because, like, for a while, for past, like, 7 years, like, only, parts 5 to Jason X, it was only, 2 movies on one disc like this. So, what's actually kind of cool is each one of them has its own individual case and individual Blu-ray. And what's even cooler is the original artwork is actually going to be on these Blu-rays. So I don't know, like, if there's going to be artwork inside the Blu-rays as well, or if they're going to have reversible artworks, or some of them will have reversible artworks. I don't know exactly about that. But I did read what the special features were, because I was actually kind of curious, like, they're releasing the set, like, what are the features? Well, finally, for the very first time on Blu-ray, for part 1, you get the theatrical movie finally in HD in 1080p, and of course that has the uncut version, and I believe, and I know the new thing that's on there, because I know it never had them in the Blu-rays in the past, or DVDs. I know it had like the theatrical trailers, I know, but what it didn't have, which is like the TV spots and radio spots. I think all of them has like TV spots and radio spots. And I was kind of curious to see, like, if, because I know part 4 had like deleted scenes, which are on YouTube. And for some reason, I guess they couldn't find them. I don't know. But they never put it on the DVDs or Blu-rays that came out. The deleted scenes for Part 4. And it doesn't look like they still have found them yet, because it looks like with this newest set, they didn't put them out in the new set. Now, and of course, there's some new audio commentaries. There's some new interviews with some of the, I think some of the cast members, some of the the directors of the films and stuff. And for Jason Goes to Hell, yes, that is finally, it's coming out in an unrated version on Blu-ray for the very first time. So now you don't have to get a bootlegish copy for it. And it includes both the theatrical and the unrated versions. I don't think there was any new features for Freddy for the last two movies that are on there, Freddy vs. Jason and the remake. I think it's just the exact same features that you got on the other previous releases. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. And of course, it has 2 bonus discs on there, which it's a lot more features, probably over 2 or maybe 3 hours of bonus material. But that is it from what I can say, and I think it comes with a poster as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll put a link down below where you guys can, look all the stuff up, all the features, because I'm just trying to memorize what I saw on the things. But but that's pretty much all I got to say, But I hope you guys enjoy this crazy, collection. I know, this right here, this is a lot of Friday the 13th movies, right here. As you see, I've been a fan of these movies for all my life. I've been a fan of the movies since, 5 or 6, however old I was when I watched these movies. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys Wednesday for a brand new DVD and Blu-ray update. Bye.